So without giving anything away, the main overlying plot of Kokoro Connect follows these 5 friends who are part of the student research club as they go through a series of ordeals orchestrated by a being known as Heartseed. And we basically follow these 5 characters as they go through this ordeal that will either strengthen their bonds as friends or break them mentally and physically. So I was recommended to watch this anime by one of my subscribers, that's Taka, and also my good friend in college right now, Ryan Kunata. He told me a lot about this anime and they kept talking about how good it was, and I was really intrigued to see what this anime was about. And I gotta say, I found this to be a really original, well-told story that really dissects the characteristics and internal struggles of all the characters that I really got to know and relate to. It is almost on the same level as Anohana was for me last year. And to start off this review, we're gonna talk about something that's so obvious that I don't know why I keep bringing it up, but I think it should be praised for it, so that's why I bring it up, and that's the animation. I felt like it was so gorgeous and serene. It really gave you that feeling of being in high school, and I love some of the cinematic shots. I really enjoyed that, and the animation is superb. Probably the biggest strength of this anime is its characters. They're all well fleshed out and well developed, and one thing that I really appreciate about this anime is that you actually see them grow, not only as individuals, but as friends. Throughout this entire anime, the characters are not just dealing with this ordeal, but the internal struggle that most of them go through, and they really learn about each other through this ordeal that will either build their bonds as friends to become stronger or weaken them and break them in half. And I really like how they execute that in this anime, because each one of them learned something new about the other that built the friendship and made the bond even stronger. They grew as friends and they grew as individuals, and I really appreciated that in the anime. The way the characters are in the beginning is not the same as how they are at the end, and you see the progression of growth in these characters, and I really enjoyed that aspect of this anime. And speaking of bonds, I thought the chemistry between characters was handled very well. I actually felt like they were friends. They've been friends for a while. They joke around, they fool around, they have really emotional moments. I felt the bonds between the characters. And probably the best, my favorite, and the most entertaining bond in this anime is between Inaba and Taichi. Now, I don't want to give too much away. I just want to say that I loved the way that it started off, and I really loved how it ended. And you just see these characters grow in their bond and their connection. You really see them open up to each other, and they have probably the strongest bond in this anime. And I honestly think Inaba is really cute and has a great personality to her, but that's just me talking. Another great aspect of this anime is that the side characters are very entertaining and fun to watch. Although I would have loved to see more development and understanding of them, they served their purpose and they added a little flair that I felt like was missing in the anime, and for that I really enjoyed them. And of course I had to talk about Heartseed, who in my opinion is the most mysterious and enigmatic character ever created in an anime, book, movie, TV show, you have it. This character is just an enigma. I mean, throughout the anime, you don't know if he's a bad guy or a good guy. What's his purpose? What's his objective? Why was he sent here? What does he really look like? Because apparently he takes over the bodies of other people. He has no real concrete form. So in that, he's still a mystery. I still don't know anything about this character, and it makes him a very interesting and complex character that I would love to learn more about. The writing in this anime is probably its second strength, because the writing felt really genuine, as if these were real people that you know in your life. All the problems they were going through are real life problems and real life situations, besides the whole like switching bodies and learning about each other's emotions. It felt real, it felt genuine. Like when I was watching it, I felt like I've been in this conversation like this. I've seen people talk like that. I've seen people act like this. The writing of the anime has a great blend of lighthearted humor and emotional and serious drama, and I love the way that they balance the two. One did not overpower the other. There was not too much humor to the point where it was a comedy, and there wasn't too much drama to the point where it was a melodrama, although I do feel like there is more drama than comedy, and we'll get into that. But I loved how they balanced the two, and it made for a really well entertaining anime. And lastly, I thought the voice acting was superb. I really felt the emotions and the turmoil in the fluctuation and the emoting of the voice actors. They did a spot-on job to make you really care for these characters, and they embodied the personalities quite well. Now, as much as I really enjoyed this anime, I did have a couple of things that I didn't like about it. The first being the drama. Now, a lot of you know I'm not the biggest fan of melodramas, and in this anime there are some moments where the drama does get a bit overbearing. I know it's supposed to portray realistic drama, and to to its credit, it does portray realistic drama, but it just got a bit overbearing to the point where it gave me a headache and I just didn't appreciate it. And the last real con that I have with this anime that I felt like they swept over was the family dynamic for the characters. In the first episode, we see them in their house when they're getting out and they interact with their family. And I thought, okay, maybe they're gonna really, interact with their family members in this anime. That's gonna be awesome. But no, there's moments where they do. Some characters react with their families more than other characters, i.e. Taichi and his sister, which is probably a great representation of what a brother-sister bond's supposed to be like. Animes of today learn something from this anime. But yeah, I really would have loved to see like Inaba's interaction with her father or brother. I'm not quite sure who that man was, but father, brother, I would have loved to see her react to that. Or Yui reacting to her family and the other guy reacting to his family. I really would have loved to see that, and I didn't get that in this anime. It kind of made me sad. But overall, Kokoro Connect is an emotional roller coaster ride filled with ups and downs, trials and tribulations, lighthearted humor, great and well-developed characters, great character chemistry. The anime is just superb throughout, and I really enjoyed it, and it brought a tear to my eye many times, and that's why I'm going to give this anime a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's a near perfect anime, and if you are a fan of animes like Anohana or Anunatsu de Mitaru, I honestly think you should give this anime a watch. Go see it right now. But anyway, what did you guys think of this anime? Did you really like it, or did you find it dull and uninteresting and you felt like the drama was overbearing? And let me know what is or who is the most enigmatic or mysterious character you've ever seen in an anime, a movie, a TV show, what have you. Comment below, let me know.